Hello everyone, this is Vandita. I am from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. I am here to discuss a few things about waste management. First, let's discuss about what is waste management. Waste management refers to the various schemes to manage and dispose of waste. It can be done by discharging, destroying, processing, recycling, or any other controlling measures of waste treatment. Next, we'll be discussing about sanitary landfills. What actually is sanitary landfills? We'll be discussing in the further cases. First, let's discuss about the topics that have been done in this video. First, we'll discuss about the principle, landfilling process, factors which affect the production of leachate and landfill gas, composition and properties, hazards, migration, and control. Now let's see what is sanitary landfill. A sanitary landfill is a method of disposing waste on land without disturbing the environment and public health by efficiently utilizing engineering skills is called as sanitary landfill. Next, let's discuss about the principle of sanitary landfilling. The purpose of landfilling is to bury or alter the chemical composition of the waste so that they do not pose any threat to the environment or public health. Any environmentally sound landfill comprises of appropriate liners for protection of the underground water, runoff controls, leachate, and treatment, monitoring wells, and appropriate final cover design. Next, let's discuss about the process of landfilling. First is the site selection process and consideration. This requires the development, working plan, description of the site. Considerations of the site include public opinion, traffic patterns, climate, health, high trees, historic buildings, etc. These things must be kept in mind while considering a suitable site for the process of landfilling processes. Next comes the settling process. The waste body of a landfill undergoes different stages of settling. The three stages of settling process are listed below. First is the primary consolidation. During this stage, a substantial amount of settling occurs. The settling is caused by the weight of the waste layers. Second, in the settling process is the secondary compression. In this stage, the rate of settling is much lower than that of the primary consolidation state, as in this settling occurs due to compression. Last is the decomposition. As we all know, decomposition is the breaking down of dead and decaying matters into simple and complex inorganic matters. During the degradation process, organic material is converted into gas and leachate. The settling rate during this stage increases compared to the secondary compression stage, and it continues until all the decomposable organic matters is degraded. Next comes the microbial degradation process. The microbial degradation process is the most important biological process occurring in the landfill. These processes include changes in the chemical and physical environment within the waste body. The anaerobic process undergoes the following stages. First is the solid and complex dissolved organic compounds are hydrolyzed and fermented by the fermenters primarily to voluntate fatty acids, alcohols, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide. Next, an acidogenic group of bacteria converts the products of the first stage into acetic acid, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide. Last, the methanogenic bacteria converts acetic acid to methane and carbon dioxide. This is the block diagram of sanitary landfilling process. First, in the left corner, we have the monitoring, methane monitoring. In the right corner, we have the underground water monitoring. At the bottom phase, we have leachate collection system. This is the waste which is buried in the lands. Here is the gas control, and these are the liners to protect it from getting polluted from of the soil and water. The liner helps to prevent the pollution of soil and water. Next comes the factors which affect the production of leachate. Nature of waste, moisture content, pH, particle size and density, temperature. The overall breakdown is represented below. First, the carbohydrate, which is C6H12O6. It gives CH4, which is called as methane, CO2 called as carbon dioxide, biomass, and heat. Next comes the composition and properties. First, methane. As we know, methane is colorless, odorless, and flammable gas with a density lighter than that of air. It typically makes up to 50 to 60% of the landfill. Next is the carbon dioxide. This is an colorless, odorless, and non-flammable gas that is denser than air, but typically accounting to 30 to 40%. Oxygen. The flammability of methane depends upon the percentage of oxygen. It is therefore important to control oxygen levels where gas abstraction is undertaken. Last is the nitrogen. This is essentially inert and will have little effect except to modify the explosive range of methane. Next, we'll be discussing about the hazards of sanitary landfilling. Sanitary landfill gas consists of a mixture of flammable and noxious gases that may be hazardous to health and safety of humans. The explosion and fire. Methane is flammable in air within the range of 5 to 15% by volume, while hydrogen is flammable within the range of 4.1 to 7.5%. Fire occurring within the waste can be difficult to extinguish and leads to the production of smoke and toxic fumes. Next, the trace components. These comprise mostly alkanes and alkenes and their oxidation production such as aldehydes, alcohols, and esters. Many of them are recognized as toxicants. Global warming. It is also known as the greenhouse effect. As we all know, global warming is the warming up of the Earth's atmosphere by the accumulation of gases that absorbs reflected solar radiation. Next, we'll discuss about the migration. The physical factors that affect the gas migration include environmental condition, geophysical condition, and climate condition. So let's discuss about each of them. First, the environmental condition. These affect the range of degradation and gas pressure built up. Second, geophysical condition. These affect migration pathways in the presence of fractured geological strata. The gas may travel large distances unless restricted by water table. Last is the climate condition. Falling atmospheric pressure, rainfall, and water infiltration rate affect the landfill gas migration. Last, we have the controlling measures. To control gas emission, it is necessary to control the following. We need to control the waste inputs. Second, process within the waste. Last, since gas migration cannot be easily prevented, removal is often the preferred option. This is done by using vents within the waste, which are often placed around the periphery of the landfill site. Now we have come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Do share, like. Thank you.